The term industry plant has become more frequently used as new artists increasingly start to pop out of nowhere. Among them is New York female rapper Ice Spice. According to many hip-hop fans, her rise has been nothing short of meteoric and suspicious at the same time, causing many people to believe that she is an industry plant. So, what is an industry plant? And does Ice Spice fit that description? How successful is Ice Spice?
There was a couple songs before Munch. It was probably like 4 songs, I think.
There have been many one-hit wonders throughout the history of hip-hop. An artist suddenly blows up with one song but finds it hard to maintain their newfound fame and slowly fade away. But there is definitely something different in the case of Ice Spice. According to her, she only had 4 songs before she got her big break with the track Munch. There has been a lot of speculation that her growth in the rap industry has been anything but authentic. Despite the growing speculation about her come up in the industry, it is hard to ignore the fact that she is successful. Ice Spice continues to achieve success in the rap industry by objective metrics. Looking at her numbers alone, even people who are not hip-hop fans can see that she is a success. So, what are these metrics that show that she has actually turned out to be a success despite her short stint in the music industry?
I mean, I blew up really, I would say summer 2022. I put out my first song March 2021. And then I did the On the Radar freestyle that has some momentum and stuff. And then the Munch trailer just went crazy.
The New York female rapper came onto the scene with her hit single Munch, which was released on August 10th, 2022. From there, she has experienced win after win. The song currently has more than 48 million views on YouTube. On Spotify, the song has already surpassed 40 million streams. That is no mean feat for an artist, especially considering the fact that Ice Spice had less than 5 songs before Munch became a fan favorite. In fact, Munch became so popular that people searched her other songs, leading to them also blowing up.
How did it unfold? Because obviously when the Munch video popped off, the first time I heard about it, I went and checked you out and I saw you had other videos.
The 3 music videos on Ice Spice's official YouTube page before Munch, which are No Clarity, Name of Love, and Euphoric, have all garnered more than 3 million views each on the platform. That is an accomplishment that very few artists can brag about. Needless to say, Ice Spice's hit single turned the heads of the most important people in the industry. One of them was one of the hottest names in rap. This was none other than Drake. Being on Drake's radar is a pretty huge deal, as he's known to have a team that is constantly on the lookout for fresh and promising talent. In fact, one of the reasons Munch became even more popular was when someone leaked a DM of Drake to Ice Spice, where the Canadian rapper showed Ice Spice love and promised to play her record on his radio station Sirius XM. In the DM, Drake said, "That Munch and You're on the Radar freestyle hard I'ma play them on our radio show." True to his word, the song was played on radio, helping boost its popularity even further. It also went viral on Twitter and TikTok, and charted on Billboard's Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs and Bubbling Under Hot 100 charts. The song peaked at number 5 on the Bubbling Under Hot 100 charts, number 28 on Rhythmic Airplay, and number 34 on Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs. The song even spawned a remix from female rapper Kaylee. Apart from Kaylee's remix, other A-list rappers also joined the fun by teasing their fans with remixes to the song. Ice Spice received a co-sign from Meek Mill, who hopped on social media to tease a snippet of an unreleased freestyle over the Munch beat. Mill did not reveal whether he would actually release his remix nor a release date for the track, but it did receive mixed responses from the internet, with users going as far as telling him he's too old to be giving it a remix. Cardi B also joined in and took to Instagram to share a video of herself rapping over the Riot USA produced beat. However, shortly after teasing the unofficial remix, Cardi maintained that it won't see an official release. "I'm not putting that song out, by the way," Cardi posted. "You know I don't tease." According to Cardi, she was just having fun and didn't love her verse enough to put it out officially. "I like it, don't love it, just having fun," she posted on Twitter. Although Meek Mill and Cardi B did not release the remixes to Munch, the exposure Ice Spice got from all this still went the distance in helping solidify her budding career. Drake did not stop at sending her a DM and playing her song on radio. He went the extra mile and flew fly her and her team out to Toronto. That simple action was testament that she was on her way to become a star. Later, Drake and Ice Spice were spotted at the OVO Fest together. However, there was trouble in paradise, as it was soon discovered that Drake had unfollowed Ice Spice on Instagram.
It's been speculated that Drake unfollowed you afterwards. Do you want to tell us some tea on that?
He did. I don't know why though.
Drake further fueled the rift between the two after he dropped the track Back Outside Boys. In the song, Drake raps she a 10 trying to rap, it's good on mute. There was wide speculation that the dig was towards Ice Spice. The female rapper seemed to confirm that the diss was directed at her, as she took to Twitter to respond shortly after the track dropped. "At least I'm a 10, she tweeted. She was barely 2 years into her rap career, and she was already being dissed by Drake. The same Drake who went toe-to-toe with Kanye West. Few people can brag about being dissed by Drake Drake, and Ice Spice is one of them. However, all this continued to bring more attention to her and her music. Her star would continue shining as just 1 month after dropping her hit single, Ice Spice signed to 10K Projects and Capitol Records. 10K Projects is not just any other music label. It has connections to the most powerful people in the music industry. 10K Projects was founded by Elliot Grange in 2016. Elliot Grange is the son of Lucian Grange. If you do not know who Lucian Grange is, he is the chairman and CEO of Universal Music Group. He has even been referred to as the most powerful person in the music industry. Only the best and most promising talents get such an opportunity. On January 20th, 2023, Ice Spice released her debut EP titled Like, which received a lot of support, especially from the industry. For example, Pitchfork rated her EP 7.6. This was a pretty huge rating when you consider that some classic albums had lower ratings on the same publication. When it came to sales, the project did relatively well considering it was Ice Spice's first ever project. The EP did 15,000 in its first week. The female rapper continued to grind, and in February 2023, she collaborated with Lil TJ on Gangsta Boo. The track became her first song on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 82. In the same month, the remix of singer Pink Pantheress's song Boy's a Liar Petey 2 featuring Ice Spice and the corresponding music video were released. The song peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, the highest charting position for either artist at the time. From here, she started making music with the biggest names in the industry, and the first one came as a surprise to many. It was with none other than Nicki Minaj, who has arguably held the crown as the queen of rap for some time. In April, she released the remix of Princess Diana with Nicki Minaj. The song peaked at number 4 on the Hot 100, earning Ice Spice her second top 10 hit on the chart. During this same moment, it was revealed that the two rappers had formed a partnership, with Ice Spice releasing the remix, partially under Nicki's new Heavy On It record label. Ice Spice was not done yet, as she was featured in Taylor Swift's remix of Karma. The record peaked at number 2 on the Hot 100, making Ice Spice the artist with the most Hot 100 top 5 singles in 2023. In April, Much was certified gold, which is no mean feat considering that she had not been rapping for more than 2 years. Ice Spice continued collecting W's in April when her and her pal, Pink Pantheress, were revealed to be the faces of a new ad campaign for Kim's shapewear line, Skims. In May, Ice Spice stunned everyone when she pulled up to the Met Gala by way of a personal invitation from Vogue as their special guest. It is important to note that it is rare for a star at such an early point of their career to be invited to the event. Lil Kim had been around since 1995, and she became the first woman rapper to hit the red carpet for the event in 1999. On the other hand, Eve was about 4 years into her career when she pulled up to the Met Gala in 2003. However, there have been other female rappers who have managed to hit the Met Gala early in their career, include Cardi B in 2018 and Megan Thee Stallion in 2021. Both of these artists earned invites a year after the release of their biggest singles. In terms of awards, Ice Spice has also featured in a few award shows. These include All Rap Caviar, the BET Awards, and Billboard's R&B and Hip Hop Power Players. In the Billboard's R&B and Hip Hop Power Players Awards, she won the Rookie of the Year award, while in the BET Awards, she was nominated for Best Female Hip Hop Artist, Best New Artist, and Best Collaboration. At the All Rap Caviar Awards, she was nominated for the Rookie of the Year award. As you can see, she is getting love and recognition all over. Despite her success, there have been doubts coming from many people in the industry, especially rap fans. According to them, there is something rather strange with Ice Spice's come up. Since it was too rapid, it doesn't seem all that organic. There have been widespread rumors that she is in fact an industry plant, a term that artists wouldn't want attached to their name. So how did Ice Spice come up in the rap game? Why has her success story come out of the blue? Is she really an industry plant? If not, what are the secrets behind her success? The secret behind her success.
This happened very fast for you. When did you, it seemed like over the last, 18 months? Is the blow up?
To understand the secrets behind Ice Spice's success and map out why everything happened so fast. For her, it is important to follow her story from the very beginning. As we will see, there are greater forces at play that help shape the young female rapper's career to what it currently is. Isis Naija Gaston, alias Ice Spice, was born on the 1st of January 2000 to an African-American father and a Dominican-American mother in the Bronx, New York City, where she was raised in the Fordham Road neighborhood. From the time she was a child, she was exposed to rap music. Her father was an underground rapper, therefore she was exposed to rap from a young age. But in an interview with Billboard, Ice Spice says that her father's career had no effect on her decision to become a rapper. While I was growing up, I wasn't like, my father's a rapper, so I'm going to be one too, she said. Surprisingly, the rapper admitted that growing up, she had no interest in the hip-hop industry. She wished to pursue a different career path. During an interview with Hot 97, she claimed that she aspired to be an actress.
I didn't really ever see myself being a rapper. like until I guess I got older, but I always wanted to be an actress. Like that was my first like passion, right? And I even went to like an acting class and everything.
Her dream of becoming an actress would fizzle away early on in her life, as she always felt intimidated by older kids while in acting classes.
But I was just so shy because I was like 10 and all the kids, like everybody else was like teenagers and stuff. And you know, I was just intimidated by them.
However, since her dad was an underground rapper, she had no choice but to listen to rap legends such as 50 Cent, Jay-Z, and Wu-Tang Clan. So in a way, her dad played a role in what would eventually become her rap career. Ice Spice went to school in the Bronx, which is where her passion for hip-hop began. According to the rapper, her interest in rap music started at the age of 7 after listening to rappers such as Lil Kim and Nicki Minaj. Armed with her phone, Ice Spice revealed that she would rap out loud while typing rhymes on her phone and listening to hip-hop instrumentals. After graduating from Sacred Heart High School in 2018, she went on to study at the State University of New York at Purchase. She enrolled in a communications course at Purchase College in the hopes of working in broadcast journalism or podcasting. While here, Ice Spice met a producer through a mutual friend. This was the beginning of her journey, as the producer would soon propel her to stardom in a few short years. This was none other than Riot USA. So who exactly is Riot USA? How did a college student manage to make a star out of Ice Spice? And does he have any influence in the music industry? As it turns out, Riot is not only a talented producer, he is also well connected in the industry. This is one of the clues behind the rapid rise of Ice Spice. Riot's father has been in the industry for years and is well respected. This is none other than Ephraim Lopez, alias DJ Enough. He is a DJ and a well-known radio personality. The DJ is best known for being the Notorious B.I.G.'s official road DJ. Even more impressive is the fact that he was instrumental in helping break acts such as 50 Cent, Kanye West, and Future. DJ Enough has also worked for popular radio station Hot 97 since the 90s, and also works as Hot 97's mix show coordinator. As a show coordinator, DJ Enough is in charge of picking and deciding what music is played on the radio. One wouldn't be wrong in thinking that Ice Spice's music may have a bit more playtime on the radio station. In fact, it wouldn't be a surprise to find that Ice's producer used his father's connections to land the rapper an interview on Hot 97 right after her EP dropped. Ice Spice dropped out of school during her sophomore year. First, she was not staying on campus since it was cheaper to commute from home. However, the commute to school was quite exhausting. Aside from that, she didn't think college was a good fit for her. In her own words, "I left because I felt like I was in the wrong place." However, she maintained her connection to Riot, who would eventually create a new instrumental for what would become Ice Spice's very first song, Bully Freestyle, which was released on SoundCloud in March 2021. When Bully Freestyle dropped, it was instantly recognized by Apple Music by being included in the new New York playlist. The first day I dropped it, it got playlisted on a pretty big playlist, so I was just excited and I just felt motivated, she said in an interview. Despite such an achievement from a fresh artist, it is interesting to note that Ice was already blowing up on the internet, and it had nothing to do with her rhyming. There's no denying that Ice has a killer body, and at the height of the pandemic, all sorts of challenges were popping out from every corner. One such challenge was the Bus It Challenge. She recorded herself doing the challenge, which went viral on Twitter. So when she dropped Bully Freestyle, she already had eyes on her. The duo, Ice and Riot, teamed up yet again and ended 2021 with the release of No Clarity, which has since garnered over 2 million Spotify streams and over 10 million YouTube views. Now this is where things started to get a bit interesting. There was a large section of fans who were hating on the song. This can easily be spotted on the music video's likes to dislike ratio. This was something that people could not ignore. This was also the case when she dropped her hit single Munch. The like to dislike ratio was not at all in the rapper's favor. But we will get to Munch later in the video, as it is shrouded in a lot of mystery. After the release of Bully Freestyle, she continued making more music but would soon delete some of her music. According to her, she had faced a lot of hate online that she was even scared to put out music. In her own words, everybody started talking shit. I was actually nervous to put music out because people were talking so much. I started to realize that they were talking shit because the first song was received well. People only love you when nobody else does, really. But then, once other people start to love you, people have to hate to balance it out. In early 2022, she released Name of Love and Euphoric. The tracks were generally well received as they garnered more than 3 million views each on YouTube. Later, in May, Ice Spice performed on Off the Radar Radio. However, it was the following month that she really entered the spotlight.
I was really trying to rhyme a word with lunch. I just said munch for like the first time.
That was how the record that Ice Spice is popularly known for birthed. Unlike her other tracks, which were posted on her official YouTube channel, Ice Spice decided to post Munch on World Star Hip Hop. This would give her honest feedback from the rap community, and needless to say, it was not positive. Remember, Meek Mill, Cardi B, and Kaylee loved the track so much that they co-signed on it. How was this possible? Yet it seemed that the fans were not feeling the song. Videos on the internet of her performing the song only fueled the hate she got, as people were not really vibing to the track. More controversy followed when Drake flew her and her team out to Toronto, were then spotted at the OVO Fest together, unfollowed her, and dissed her on a song. Rumors started spreading that the Toronto rapper had tried to sign her to OVO Sound. However, when she got to Canada, it was discovered that she was already signed to another label. The plan was to release Munch, and with its manufactured success, sign Ice to 10K projects. The rapper's growth would seem organic and no one would bat an eyelid. Remember, Drake and Ice were together in Toronto in August, but it was not until October that news broke out that Ice Spice had been signed to 10K projects in a deal worth $3 million. It may be possible that the rapper was already signed behind the scenes. Revealing the deal before she had blown up may have proven that she was indeed an industry plant. Speaking with Billboard, Ice Spice's manager, James Roseman Jr., explained that they promoted their singles independently first, so they could prove her commercial power. After doing so, they were able to leverage that success into a joint label deal, which included 10K projects and Capitol Records. According to Ice's manager, the deal grants her ownership of her masters and ensures her artistic freedom will be maintained. Speaking of her manager, it is important to look into his background as it offers some insight into the rapper's suspicious rise in the rap game. James Roseman Jr. Roseman Jr. is not new to the music industry, as he grew up in a family that dealt with managing celebrities. His father was the famous James Roseman, often known as Jimmy Henchman or sometimes Jimmy Henchman. He was well known for managing Mike Tyson and founding Henchman in 1996, the company that would later become the rap management company Caesar Entertainment. Jimmy Henchman was the CEO of Czar when it managed legendary artists such as The Game, Sean Kingston, Brandy, Gucci Mane, and Akon. However, on October 25, 2013, Roseman was sentenced to life imprisonment for drug trafficking, obstruction of justice, firearms violation, and other financial crimes associated with his position as head of a multi-million-dollar transnational cocaine-selling organization. Right off the bat, Ice had a manager who grew up around celebrities and was already well connected within the rap industry. Additionally, Ice Spice's deal with 10K projects gave her access to a great team of marketers as well as rap industry heavyweights such as Nicki Minaj. According to many, Ice had not earned her way into a collaboration with Nicki. Instead, it had been handed to her. The deal was an underrated advantage because rather than stumbling around through the internet wilderness in the hopes of striking gold, Ice was able to team up with a squad of veteran marketers and industry strategists, including Agent Kara Lewis and Zach Friedman and Tony Talamo, who both work as co-presidents of 10K. Kara Lewis is actually referred to as hip-hop super agent and the most feared woman in music. It turns out, for the past 3 decades, Lewis has guided the careers of hip-hop and R&B. Royalty including Public Enemy, Tupac Shakur, Mary J. Blige, Kanye West, Jay-Z, Eminem, Iggy Azalea, and Travis Scott. And now, Ice Spice had full access to her expertise. With such powerful and well-connected people in the industry, does anyone really expect Ice Spice to fail? Are industry plants real? As we have seen, the rise of Ice Spice has been caused by forces well beyond her control. From her manager and producer being well connected in the industry to getting caught up in beef with Canadian rap sensation Drake. However, the question still lingers. Is Ice Spice an industry plant? To answer this question, it is important to start from the very top by defining what the term industry plant means. So who is an industry plant? Right off the bat, there is division over what an industry plant really is. Depending on who you ask, you're sure to get a variety of answers. In one definition, an industry plant is an artist who has a major label backing them, but hides behind a rags to riches story to create a pseudo-organic following. Such artists act as if things are miraculously happening for them based on their talent. While their meteoric ascent to fame may appear to be natural, it is actually carefully managed by a large label. As a result, industry plants are frequently seen as inauthentic. The plant, in the view of true do-it-yourself musicians, is essentially a puppet whose success is due to someone high up in the music industry, ensuring they have the best connections. The crucial factor in this case is deception. These artists deceive the public. If rumor is anything to go by, we can easily see that Ice Spice's journey followed a similar path. Maybe that was why Drake was so mad at the rapper that he decided to go ballistic on her with a diss. She made it appear that she was independent only for Drake to fly her out, try to sign her, and find out that she already had a deal signed with another label. In another definition of the term, industry plants include artists who have only just started out in the industry, established a small fan base in the depths of a platform such as SoundCloud, and are then picked up by a major label and groomed to be a star. A plant, therefore, can also be defined as an artist who doesn't appear to have earned the guest features, lucrative sponsorships, and big-budget producers from which they benefit. This definition may be confusing, as many artists are accused of being plants simply because they do not follow the path that rap fans believe should be authentic. Sometimes the artist feels less authentic to listeners because their music is heavily controlled by their label, and they have a whole marketing team behind them, helping them along the way. Whichever way you look at it, there is an element of control. Artists who are considered plants are often controlled by their higher-ups. Theirs is to do what they are told, when they are told. The idea of a record label calculatingly molding a young artist into what it thinks is most profitable often conjures the image of a puppet and puppeteer. However, it would be unrealistic to expect that any mainstream hip-hop artist has achieved great success without using even a small amount of the influence and resources big record labels provide. After all, labels are business enterprises that are chasing the quick buck the best way they know how. And with artists being their investments, they are bound to spend resources to ensure that the artist becomes successful. However, Ice Spice did not start off with a small fan base on a music platform, eventually leading to her getting noticed by a record label. Remember, her first song, Bully Freestyle, was instantly recognized by Apple Music when it dropped by being included in the new New York playlist. She did not have that slow and steady growth that is expected from everyone in any field, and maybe that is what people want, to relate to their stars. Having a rags to riches story is admired by everyone. An artist who starts from nothing and, against all odds, is able to become a master of the craft is loved by the fans. In the modern day, the resources needed for people to present their creative ideas and market them effectively are readily available, but to some degree, it's not realistic for independent artists to have them. Social media is available to everyone, meaning that artists need to go the extra mile to differentiate themselves. The main issue is that certain industry plants falsely claim independence. This not only misleads those who follow the dreams that the plant has achieved, but also devalues the work of those who aren't industry plants. But we must keep in mind that when record labels invest in an artist, there is an expectation that the artist is going to return something on that investment and that the label is going to make money off the deal in some way. The faster the return on investment, the better for everyone involved. However, there are a few problems with this. The first one revolves around faking numbers. Artists need stats to show that they are making a buzz in the industry. In the past, physical sales of their albums differentiated the best artists from the mediocre ones. However, as technology advances, music fans stop buying CDs and have flocked to streaming services. Artists have also had to adapt and monetize their music on streaming platforms. The more streams an artist has, the bigger they are, and this has given rise to artists paying for their streaming numbers to become inflated. One of the ways this is done is by setting up programs that automatically generate thousands of new, bot-like accounts that repeatedly play a song or playlist. This activity doesn't just lead to artificial inflation of streams, but also messes with how much money artists get from their music. Streaming platforms shell out money by divvying up their pools of cash according to each artist's portion of total streams. Therefore, this kind of manipulation may lead to lower payouts for those artists who do not engage in this behavior. There are various artists who have been accused of this, from French Montana to even Jay-Z. In January 2015, rap legend Jay-Z purchased Tidal, a streaming service. Soon the platform was accused of artificially inflating the play counts. For example, in March 2016, the firm claimed that Kanye West's The Life of Pablo had been streamed 250 million times in just 10 days. At the time, Tidal claimed that its platform had surpassed 3 million subscribers. These numbers meant that on average, every single Tidal subscriber would have had to be playing the Kanye album over 8 times a day. That was not the only mind-boggling case coming from Tidal. Similar suspicions were triggered by the success of Beyoncé's record-breaking Lemonade a couple of months later. The streaming platform claimed that Lemonade was streamed 306 million times on its platform in its first 15 days after its release. These suspicious stats sparked an investigation by a popular Norwegian newspaper in January 2017 and uncovered documents which suggested that the streaming platform had been deliberately inflating its subscriber figures. The report's findings were authenticated by trusted music industry research firm Media in the same month, which estimated that the streaming platform's subscriber base actually only included 1 million people worldwide, not 3 million. Generally, the report found that Beyonce's and Kanye West's listener numbers on the streaming platform had been manipulated to the tune of several hundred million false plays, which had generated massive royalty payouts at the expense of other artists on the platform. This does not mean that Kanye and Beyonce are industry plants. However, it does show that even famous and accomplished artists can go to extreme lengths to get their numbers up. This also shows why industry plants are hated by fans. They unfairly mess up with income that would have otherwise gone to smaller and more deserving artists. As it turns out, it seems Ice Spice's camp has also been caught doing the same thing. Ice's manager Riot tried to get one of the rapper's songs up on the charts using unorthodox means. However, the lid was blown on the entire operation by users on Twitter. It all started in April after Ice and Nicki teamed up on the remix to Princess Diana. Shortly after, a deleted tweet from Riot went viral. In the tweet, Ice Spice's producer appears to offer money to Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj stan accounts to buy the Princess Diana remix. Which big Munchkin account or Barb account can I trust to distribute funds for y'all to buy Princess Diana? The tweet read. Mass buying the song would take it higher up on the charts, and true to it, the song peaked at number 4 on the Hot 100 and earned the rapper her second top 10 hit on the chart. It is difficult to know whether this was achieved organically. It is important to remember that up-and-coming artists do not have the funds to do this. Only artists with the financial backing of a label can do this. All this goes to show that there are a lot of suspicious activities surrounding Ice Spice's success in the music industry. However, it may be that Riot was simply trying to conjure controversy around the song for people to go and stream it. With marketing constantly evolving, it is difficult to know exactly whether Ice's producer was trolling. If he really wanted to pay these accounts, he would not publicly tweet about it, as it would stoke up negative publicity. But you know what they say, any publicity is good publicity. Although there is a lot of controversy surrounding Ice Spice and her rapid rise, there is no denying that she has a huge fan base, especially with the younger generation. The only way to judge may be how long she remains at the stoplight. In most cases, artists who had orthodox rises often tend to disappear from the limelight as quickly as they came. This could be due to the fact that they have not had enough time to grind and truly master how to handle both wins and losses. Artists who start from the very bottom, create a loyal fan base, and finally make it to the main stage often survive longer in the industry. Not only because their fans are deeply invested in their rags to riches story, but because they have developed their skills and mindset to the point where it is difficult for them to fall off from the industry. It will be interesting to see how long the female rapper will remain relevant on the scene, given all the controversy surrounding her. If you enjoyed watching this video, click on one of the boxes playing on your screen to watch more similar content.